Before you start creating objects, it's important that you set your units. Go to the Customize menu and choose Unit Setup. Right now I have Generic Unit selected, and this is appropriate if you're modeling something like a flying text logo, or maybe you're doing special effects. Anything that doesn't have a real-world scale can use generic units. Generic units are just numbers. However, if you're modeling something that has an actual size, I strongly urge you to select either the metric or the US standard systems. I'll click on metric, and you have to select what your unit is from the drop-down. You can select millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers, and you're done. However, if you're using the US standard as I am, there's a little bit more configuration that's required. Open this drop-down and take a look at the choices. You might choose fractional or decimal inches if you're modeling an object like a cabinet or a piece of furniture. However, if you're modeling architecture, something that is much larger than a number of inches, you'll want to select feet with fractional or decimal inches. I'll go with feet with fractional inches. And then you have to select a precision over here. Now it doesn't make sense to select 1/10. The imperial system is based on eighths and sixteenths and 32nds and so on. I'll go with a 16th. But what I don't like about this system as it's implemented in Viz and Max is that it doesn't reduce the fractions. So if you're looking at something that's 3.5 inches, it will say 3 and 8/16. You're just going to have to get used to that. Down below here, this is extremely important, whether you select feet or inches as your default unit. Most of the time, you'll want to select inches. This is what AutoCAD uses as its default unit. It affects what you mean when you type in a value. So if I type in 3 enter into a text box, that will mean 3 inches if this is selected, not 3 feet. If I want feet, I have to use the apostrophe symbol to indicate that. You can select from 2 lighting units, and I'll go with international.